Jackie coming around this evening?
No, Clive's moving in tonight.
Oh. Do you know something? This will be the first time we've been alone since I came here. Except at night, of course. And then there's that chest of drawers.
What?
Across your bedroom door. It's not really necessary, Pam.
It is not necessary. How did you know it was there? Don't tell me you came to borrow a book.
I can hear you dragging it across the floor. You going to do that every night, Pam?
No, of course not.
Good.
I'm having a bolt fitted at the weekend.
What is it, Pam? Why have you taken against me?
I haven't taken against you. There's nothing between us, Dennis.
Yes, there is. There's a bloody chest of drawers for a start. If there's nothing between us, how come you behave so differently when we're out?
I don't.
Yes, you do. You hold hands, snuggle up.
No, I don't.
Is it because you feel safer or simply that you want to be seen with a well-known actor?
Why? Do you know one?
Oh. What is it, Pam?
You don't understand. I've lived all my married life in this house. There are too many memories.
Take my advice, Pam, and forget the past.
Oh, yes, you're very good at forgetting the past, aren't you, Dennis? Those 3 wives, for example.
I haven't forgotten them. They have a special place in my heart.
You mean it's in plots? Well, don't reserve one for me.
A man can change, Pam.
Oh, don't start that a man can change routine. I couldn't trust someone who collects wives like Crown Derby.
Perhaps I was looking for you.
Well, then you were looking in the wrong place. I'm on the counter at Lloyd's Bank. And please be careful, Dennis. This iron's hot. I wouldn't want to burn a hole in your shirt.
You're not ironing my shirt.
I mean the one you're wearing.
Do you mind if I sit down?
No.
Good.
What are you reading?
Poetry. I promised I'd do something for the young wives.
I think you've done enough, Dennis.
Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
That's a sonnet.
Yes. Don't you like sonnets?
Yes, but not tonight.
Why?
Someone's coming.
Who?
You don't know him. He's an old friend.
Yes?
He may stay for supper, and...
And?
You could be in the way.
Oh, I see. What should I have to do? Lock myself in the bedroom, hide in the cellar, or walk the streets?
Walk the streets.
What?
You see, he doesn't know about you, and he may get the wrong idea.
Oh, no. I'm the one who got the wrong idea. Supper. Oh, very cozy. Candles. Good wine. Flowers. So this is what my rent goes on.
Dennis, you haven't paid any rent. You haven't even bought a tube of toothpaste.
Yes. You don't need to remind me that this is a business arrangement.
If it is, it's not very profitable.
And what happens after supper? Will the chest of drawers be pulled aside, or will he vault over it?
Nigel's not like that.
Nigel?
Nigel Burnside. I've known him for years. He's very shy. He probably won't even come. It's just that he left his hat.
His hat?
Yes, he came round this afternoon when you were out and left his hat.
And is this significant?
Oh, it is if you know Nigel. He's always been very shy. He'd never invite himself anywhere. So he leaves his hat or his scarf or his gloves so that he can call again. That's the sort of person he is.
And what's he going to leave behind tonight, I wonder?
He's not like that. He may not be exciting, but he's got a good job. He's kind and reliable, and he's free. I'm tired of being on my own. I want someone to look after me for a while. I mean, I'm getting older. Suppose I become ill. Suppose I'm sick in the night. There's no one. Not even to hold my hand. Nigel would be there.
So would I be if I could get over that bloody chest.
Will you stop talking about that chest of drawers and let me get on with my life? It's the back door. It's probably Nigel. He never comes to the front. Now, don't interfere and don't embarrass me.
What do you mean, embarrass you?
I mean, don't do anything weird. Clive, what's the matter?
I must talk to you, Pam.
Come through.
Right.
Sit down, Clive. Now, what's happened?
It's terrible. Something completely out of the blue.
Now is the winter of our discontent, a glorious summer by the son of York. Oh, hello, Clive.
Hello, Dennis.
Now, what is it, Clive?
It's Jeff. He's come back.
Oh, no.
Who's Jeff?
Jackie's ex-husband. I knew she should have taken out a court order. There's been a dispute.
What sort of dispute?
Well, he wants to sell the house, so he's come to talk about it.
Don't you believe it? Those two will never be able to talk.
Well, what's he like?
Well, I didn't see him. He rang from a call box on the North Circular, so Jackie told me to come here.
I'll tell you what he's like. You know when a big lorry pulls up and a little man gets out and you think, how does he control that juggernaut?
Yeah?
Well, Jeff's nothing like that. He's bigger than the lorry.
Well, in that case, I think Clive should go back.
What?
Well, he might knock her about.
He's more likely to knock Clive about.
Well, Clive's not worried about that.
Don't go, Clive.
Clive can handle himself.
He'd be a fool.
You've never seen Clive when he's angry, have you?
You've never seen Jeff.
What do you think, Clive?
Well, I think perhaps I should respect Jackie's wishes.
Right. He won't knock her about. He doesn't need to. She keeps her brains in a cupboard when he's concerned. He's always had this influence over her, a sort of animal attraction. I mean, Jackie may have pretensions, but she's always been attracted by earthy, crude, almost vulgar men. Well, until now, Clive.
I still think Clive should go back. I mean, what happens if this animal attraction thing starts up? Where would that leave Clive? I mean, he's given up his tenancy. He could be homeless.
He won't be homeless, because there's a room for him here. I'll make a bed up, Clive.
May I make a suggestion, Clive?
It's about going back and facing him, isn't it?
Yes.
You just want to be alone with Pam.
It's for your own good, Clive.
No, it isn't. I hate violence.
Oh, it won't come to that.
Won't it?
No, I mean, face up to him. Speak to him in language he understands.
What do you mean?
Look, stand up.
Right?
Loosen your jacket like that. Makes your shoulders look bigger. Now, go dead behind the eyes. Look like a slob. Oh, that's very good. Yes, no, it's been over years. Now, open your mouth just a bit. Yes, that's right. That's so. If you want to say something, you're halfway there already. Now, say, Jeff, do me a favour. Leave it out outside. You're a plonker. Jeff.
Do me a favour, old son. Leave it out. You're a plonker.
Yes, that's very good, Clive. Yes.
Hey, why don't we knock this on the head and get rat-arsed? Oh, my God, he's breaking in.
Oh,
Jackie.
Clive! He was an animal.
An animal. Did you hear that? I warned you.
Jackie. Oh, Pam. He said I had to sell the house, and then he kicked over the coffee table, and he threw a vase at the cat. What made him lose his temper? No, that was before he lost his temper. When he saw Clive's guitar, that's when he lost his temper. He smashed it to smithereens.
What?
Oh, he shouldn't have done that to Clive's guitar. He'll go really mad. That'll make him insane.
Then he went on an orgy of destruction. He found Clive's clothes in the wardrobe and ripped them to shreds.
What?
And what he couldn't rip to shreds, he threw out the window. Your trousers are hanging from the telegraph pole, Clive. It's so humiliating.
He shouldn't have done that to Clive's clothes. That'll really get him going.
I came away after that. What am I going to do, Pam?
Well, I've got a suggestion to make. Why don't you both go back home
Oh,
and
don't
try
be
and
silly, Dennis. Jackie's not going anywhere. She's sleeping with me.
What?
Suppose he comes here. Suppose he insists on seeing me.
You have to get over that bloody chest first.
And I've still got that shotgun, Jackie.
Oh, I mean, why don't we just call the police?
Do you want to get him into trouble, Clive?
Well, no,
He'll
but-
cool down just as quickly.
Oh, good.
Besides, it's all your fault.
What did I done anything? I didn't rip his trousers.
I think he was jealous, Pam. I didn't realise he still felt like that. I think he wants to pick up the pieces.
Well, there's going to be plenty to pick up by the sound of it.
Try and be a little more sensitive, Clive. Come on, Jackie, let's get you organised. The men will deal with it.
Did you hear that? The men will deal with it. Whatever happened to women's lib all of a sudden?
When the chips are down. Out the back.
there you are, old son. Come on through. Chunky, open the door for the man, will you? Straight through, yeah. Right, I'm Denny. This is Chunky. Well, he wanted a scarper, but I said, no, hang about. No need for trouble.
I don't want no trouble.
You don't want no trouble. The old Bill, throw the key away next time, straight up.
Straight up.
Well, look, I think we should get these things sorted. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to bang this out and leave it on the head.
Prison workshop. Some rotten sod stuck his head in a vice. Well, look, I think we should go down the boozer, have a few jars, get rat-arsed.
Rat-arsed, right.
Look, I know what you're thinking. Pull the other one, point taken. You come home, you find Chunky's shaving gear next to your old lady's toothbrush, you think, hello, hang about, dodgy. But it's perfectly innocent. Straight up.
Straight up.
So, what do you say, old son, eh? Hmm?
Well, nothing. Actually, I just came from a hat.
Your hat? Oh, I think I know where that is.
Do we have to do this, Pam? I might want to go to the bathroom.
I'm sure that was the doorbell.
Well, a chest of drawers won't stop him. He'll reduce it to firewood.
Then what are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know, Pam. It's been 2 years, and as soon as I saw him, my legs wobbled and my heart leapt. Oh, what's wrong with me?
Could be blood pressure.
No. He still had the build of an athlete. He still smelled of aftershave and gouloirs. And when he winked at me...
Yes?
I thought, here we go again.
Jackie.
Oh, it was like a flashback, Pam. And then I thought of Clive. Dear roly-poly Clive. Dear sweet and steady Clive. Dear honest and reliable Clive.
He's not that dull, Jackie.
No, but he's not exactly exciting either.
If I remember correctly, you had too much excitement in the old days. You spent most of your married life dodging ashtrays and fighting for the poker. And remember when he started digging that hole in the garden? You never believed it was going to be a fish pond, did you, Jackie?
Well, at least life was never dull.
Well, I think we could do with a little dullness. We're not getting any younger. You should look for someone more reliable.
You mean like Nigel Burnside?
He left his hat, Jackie.
Oh, he didn't?
Yes.
Oh, Pam, if he left his hat, that means something.
Yes, and he's reliable.
As a St. Bernard, Pam.
Well, that's what I need. Someone to look after me, and when I'm feeling cold and lonely...
He'll be there with his little cask of brandy.
Yes. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
No.
What are you doing?
I'm going to face him.
And suppose he winks at you?
I'll wink back. I'm a free spirit, Pam. He can't touch me now. Oh, better bring the shotgun. I might need backup.
Nigel!
Hello, Pamela.
Wait, you're not leaving?
Actually, I thought I might be in the way.
No. Have you met Dennis? He's an actor. We're rehearsing a play. Come through and have some tea. Behave.
Oh.
What's that? I don't know, but it sounded like breaking glass.
I can't see anything.
I think the trouble's out in the road, Chunky. Of course, it means we'll have to dig it up. The whole section, I should think. We might have to evacuate the area.
It's going to be a big operation, Denny.
Oh, you don't have to tell me it's going to be a big operation, Chunky. Check those joists, will you?
Right.
He's checking the joists. Hang up, pal.
Who are you two?
British Gas Emergency Crew. Don't lie up in here, sir!
British Gas.
Yeah.
Where's your identification?
Identification? This is an emergency, mate. We didn't even have time to change into our overall. I'm in the You know, he was going to a disco.
Yeah, I think these floorboards will have to come up, Denny.
You don't have to tell me these floorboards will have to come up, Chunky. Would you mind stepping back? Sir?
You what?
I'd get that hand fixed if I were you.
Never mind about that. You wouldn't be here for another reason, I suppose. Like protection?
Protection? Oh, no. We've got enough trouble with these mains. They're archaic.
I've never seen anything like them.
We'll have to check the pressure.
I'll get the pressure tester.
Yeah, it'll be in a van.
What van? I didn't see any van.
Oh, don't tell me someone's nicked the van.
Alf must have put it round the corner.
Oh, Gordon, and he's got a sprocket wrench. Excuse me. Oh, look.
Wait a minute.
We'll have to put out them lamps, then.
You don't have to tell me we're going to have to put out them lamps, Chunky. Well, what is it?
I'm looking for someone.
He's not here.
What's he look like?
I don't know. But I'll know him when I see him.
There's a pane of glass broke. But Jeff.
Pam,
What have you done to your hand?
never mind about that. Where is he?
Who?
The fellow's been taking liberties, leaving his gear at my drum.
It's not your drum, House.
The fellow she's been knocking about with.
I do not knock about, I consort. He never could speak the Queen's English. He left school when he was 7.
Where is he, Pam?
You mean you don't know?
I know he's not one of these
Honest gas fitters.
Charlies.
Gas fitters?
Yeah, that reminds me, madam, we better have a look at your dial.
Not until I find out where he is.
I really must be going, Pamela.
Who are you?
Nigel.
Nigel. That's perfect.
Is it?
And are you the wholesale tobacconist with the personalised number plates and the wire wheels, or the accountant with the farmhouse and the Dordogne?
Oh, neither. Actually, I'm a legal executive.
Of course you are. I know the type. Drives a Volvo, squash racket on the back seat, tissues on the shelf, and Vivaldi.
I don't know what that's got to do with you.
Jeff, you're making a terrible mistake.
No, he's making a mistake, and I'll tell you what it's got to do with me. Keep away from her, or they won't recognise you at the squash club.
Don't do that.
Oh, I think Nigel's getting annoyed.
I don't do that. I don't like being pushed.
Oh, dear, Nigel doesn't like being pushed. Nigel's losing his temper. Nigel's going to stab his foot.
Listen, stop that.
And what are you going to do about it?
Oh, Nigel.
I'm sorry, Pamela. I just don't like being pushed.
What did you have to do that for, you thug?
Right. How's that?
Very good.
Clive works at the hospital.
What do you do?
He's a hospital...
Porter.
An orderly. There.
Thanks. Just like old times.
Yeah. I barely used any elastoplast since you left.
Talking about old times, I've been thinking.
That's not like old times. That's new.
When you're driving alone late at night, you get to thinking.
You should concentrate on the road.
Perhaps I was a little harsh, Jackie. I know you were to blame, but...
I wasn't to blame.
That's not what the court said. You were the guilty party.
Not in front of...
What?
Clive.
Don't tell me he's the one. I thought you wanted to better yourself. He's not exactly upwardly mobile, is he?
Neither are you. You wouldn't be upwardly mobile if they fitted you with a rocket.
You were happy enough once.
Do you want me to go, Jackie?
No, you might as well stay. Find out what kind of woman I am, because he's certainly going to tell you
Tell me what?
that I've got a past.
Past? She's got more past than a 63 Cortina.
I'm sorry, Clive. I know you hate cheating, but if you knew the circumstances...
I think I will wait outside.
That's all right, Clivey. We're leaving.
What?
We've got lots to talk about. Things to discuss, decisions to make. And I'm tired. See you around.
What do you think you're doing?
Going home. Let's see how things look in the morning.
I know how things will look in the morning, just as they do now. Hopeless.
They've gone. I don't think Jeff will make any more trouble.
Good. Glad I was able to defuse the situation.
You? If it hadn't been for Nigel... Oh, he was superb.
I could have handled him. I won't get too carried away about Nigel. He won't be back.
Why?
Wasn't his sort of evening. He was shocked.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a feeling he may be back.
And gloves. Pam? Pam? Well, I just want to be near you, smell your fragrance, feel your warmth. It's so bloody cold in that back bedroom. Oh, Pam. Pam, you've done it again, haven't you? Well, say something, Pam.
Good night, Dennis.
Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Now on Plus, The Street.